is up, everyone? Minikitman here, back with another video on the channel today. We're all doing very well, and welcome back to, well, the final episode of this season, and also the start of the next season. So in this one, we've got one match left of this season, so we're going to be doing that, and then doing the first two matches of the new season after this. And as you can see, we are starting a very rotated team here, because if you've seen the last episode, you'll know that we are 4 points off 7th, and there's no possible way to get into 7th. So I'm using this team because it's basically like it's a free match. It's not going to make any difference. Like maybe we'll drop it down to 9th if we lose, but honestly it's not going to matter because top 7 was the target, and obviously we're not going to reach that. But we're not going to worry about that anymore. That's all part of the last video. Like, I've come to terms with the fact we're not getting European football, but we just need to focus on the new season after this, and hopefully a rotated squad can do something against West Ham. But again, like, it's away from home, it doesn't matter. So let's get right into the final match of the season, and then we'll look at some stats. But we're looking at Gabriel Sara, 21 assists, you know, this season. We're going to have to look at some stats after, as I say, because some players have been really good, some players have been really poor. I'll be interested to see the likes of, obviously Sara's got a lot of assists, Dagger goals, maybe that, yeah, the goal scorers, maybe the wingers, and also the goalkeeper. I want to see how well the goalkeeper's done, because it feels like he's been the most consistent player of the season. That's a card, referee. Blumanack, he's taken me through the back there. Kenny McLean, don't hurt my Kenny McLean. Has to be a card. Alright, well, yellow's okay. But that was awful. I've seen those given as reds, to be honest. We'll see if it's two-footed. Is it two-footed? That's disgusting, referee. Give him a red, honestly. It's just not trying to get the ball there. Castro with a power shot. Ooh, not on target. I don't usually try power shots, but I saw it was a centre-back, and I'd be like, go for the power shot, lads. Because why not? But yeah, a bit of a waste, to be honest. Jakob Sorensen. Lungi, get after him, mate. Lungi's not going to get there. Oh, he is now. Lovely challenge to stop the shot. Right, just going to pass around the back. West Ham don't look like they're really trying either. So I think both teams, yeah. Both teams were in a race to get top 7, but now both teams are out of it. So it's like a bit of a rubbish fixture. Well, that's an awful shot. But I guess I was pressuring a bit. Oh, I'm finally going to get the yellow card for that challenge from earlier, which is definitely a yellow. We might even get to see it again because it was so pretty. Show us again, ref. Go on. I know you want to. Look at this. Yes. Sepulveda's through. He's going to have the shot here. Oh, I thought it was going in as soon as it went past the keeper, but just hit it wide. And that's the difference between Sepulveda and Fassnacht. You maybe expect Fassnacht to get that in the back of the net. But it was a good bit of play there to find him. He just maybe took a bit of a heavy touch and was too near the keeper. Couldn't get it on target, which is a bit funny. Nunez gets in the box. I don't know how my keeper's not done anything there. And it's 1-0 to West Ham. Couldn't catch up to Nunez to steal the ball off him, and it was a bit of a rubbish goal to concede, to be honest. I want to rewatch that. It was just bad defending or something. He goes down the wing. I couldn't get the man to him. Oh, it's a tiny touch from Nunez. I thought maybe I got a foot somewhere in there, or he messed it up or something. But Hamza has dived the wrong way, and it's 1-0 to West Ham. All right. So no clean sheet for Hamza, but I mean, like, this isn't the first team, so like. Gabriel Sara's going to go for the finesse shot. And it's 1-1 instantly. Gabriel Sara, the only first-team player on the pitch. He scored a lovely finesse shot goal. And as soon as West Ham score their goal, we make it 1-1. And he's just going to do the Rashford celebration because he's an absolute shithouse. But it's 1-1. Also, why has Gabriel Sara not got a face scan yet? I never understand that. Like, he's one of the best players in the Championship. They just don't give him a face scan. What a finish. Lovely start. Look at this. Bang. Oh, it's actually quite near the keeper. Oh, well. Still a lovely finesse shot. Keeper couldn't do anything about it. But yeah, 1-1. And we're back in the match. Lovely stuff. Maybe use some other centre-backs more, but I guess Angulo and Soler are quite good. But Gabriel Sara making another interception here. We're going to give it to Johnny Rowe down the wing. But that's going to be half-time, actually. 1-1. I think we'll take it. I mean, West Ham had a couple of shots. Obviously got the goal. And we've had a couple of decent shots in decent areas. And we've got one as well. So I think that's the fair result at half-time. But obviously it doesn't matter how this fares out, because at the end of the day, we're probably going to get 8th anyway, or 9th. But I mean, it doesn't matter if we're not getting top 7. He's going to run after his man. Oh my God, what a shot! Wasn't expecting the shot from there, especially with his left foot. I'd have been surprised if that went in, but hit the post just about. They're applying pressure here. Lovely block. Can we get the header out? No, we can't, and that's going to be collected from Hamza, but West Ham piling pressure on early this half. Didn't go into the space, but here comes Castro. He's going to battle for the ball here. Lovely stuff from him. Brady's in the right spot to make the challenge. So yeah, not too much going on this match, to be honest. We'll have a couple of shots each, a couple of goals, kind of what you expect from a match like this. But I think we've done okay considering this is the team we're not usually using. Brady's going to run after him. Oh, I knew he was going to do something like that. I think it's Castro in the right spot, but clearly McLean's stamina is not it. Lovely again from Brady. Brady's been probably my man of the match, honestly. Why did he not shoot there? Okay, thank you. I mean, it's going to be full time anyway. In fact, I hit it too hard. But there we go, 1-1, the final match of the season. Not a bad result considering the team we were using. But obviously the result didn't matter anyway because we were going to not get top 7. But yeah, before we end this season, we're going to have a look at some of the stats. And then obviously it's not the end of the video because we're going to have 2 more matches of the new season after making some good signings. See, look, I knew this would happen. Villa beat Fulham, which was the team who were 4 points above us. So if we were only 3 points behind them, I would have used the first team. If we beat West Ham, we would have got top 7. Alright, so we're going to have a look at some of the player stats. We'll obviously look at the individual player stats for Norwich, the Norwich players. But looking at the top goal scorers here, Daka doing really well this season. 19 and 37 is quite good considering it is our first time back in the Premier League. And it has been quite a tough season for us. And obviously he's been the main striker I've been using. But Gabriel Sara's actually on the list, and Christian Fassnacht. Probably Fassnacht more with headers, but seeing Gabriel Sara there is really nice to see because obviously he's usually the player you expect assists from. So not too bad to be on the top goal scorer list from them two. And then you look at the assists, like Sara dominating there. Like, I don't know what it is about assists, but like you see Rashford in third. That's the player after my Norwich players there. Only 11 assists. That's not too many. It doesn't seem. I don't think. But Sara 21, which is more than double that. Oh no, it's not. It's nearly double that. Which is really nice to see. Coney on the list as well. Obviously Daka there with 13. Nice to see. You expect that from your striker though. And no one else. Okay. Now clean sheets. I was excited to see this because I know Verbruggen's been really solid this season, and 10 clean sheets in your first season in the Premier League is brilliant. Absolutely outstanding from Verbruggen. I think he's probably been the most consistent player this season. He's made a few mistakes here and there, but I think every player has. And I've seen people in the comments saying swap Verbruggen for like other players, and I'm like, am I not watching the same thing as you? Because I think Verbruggen's definitely been the best player for us this season. He definitely has picked us up more points than you think, because obviously he doesn't score goals, but he prevents them. So they're the kind of big. It's like Angus Gunn, you know. When we beat Hull 2-1, if he doesn't make the saves he makes, we don't win the game. So as simple as that. Verbruggen is a very important player, and obviously I don't think there'll be any other Norwich players in this list. No, because I only use Verbruggen. Yellow cards shouldn't be on there, and red cards. I might have got a red card. Let's have a look. I mean, it's not on the list. Maybe I did, but it's not there. But yeah, that is all of the stats for the Premier League. Right, let's look at the stats for the season as a whole. So 11 clean sheets for Verbruggen in 40 appearances. Quite decent, you know, 1 in 4. In fact, just a bit better than that even. Yeah, Cabral playing a lot here. No goals or assists here. Let's just go through these. Obviously, the defence don't get goals and assists usually, just the clean sheets. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. These are the players that we're going to get back, I think, maybe this season or the season after. It'll be nice to have more depth, but 75 rated Cuevas. Nice to see. Inchua having a really decent season as well. I think he's been quite a good player to have at right back. Obviously, he's 80 rated and he's only 19, so really a good player to look for the future in the next couple of seasons in particular. And then obviously you got the likes of, I mean, you got some players here who don't play much but do the job, like Kenny, got a couple of goals and assists as CDM. Dominiguez, obviously I've been playing him all the time even though he hasn't been the highest rated, but he's now 72 rated, and hopefully next season he can get up to that mid 75 range kind of, so he'll probably feel a lot better next season. Border Signs doing his job, obviously not too many goals or assists, but I think he has been quite good this season in creating. Johnny Rowe playing a bit less than him, scoring more goals, but I think Johnny Rose a bit more inconsistent than Ballher, so I used Signs more. Kone has had a brilliant season. Like, I know he's only got 8 goals and 8 assists, but it just feels like when he gets his goals, they're big goals, and they're from quite far away. They're just smashed efforts, and he's really good at that. And also, he's been really good defensively as well, I think, this season, as Kone playing in the central midfield role. Gabriel Sara's stats are outstanding. Obviously, I don't know. I notice Kone more when we're playing. I don't know. I feel like Gabriel Sara probably isn't as good as defending, but the stats say otherwise. In attack, he's played more, 42 matches. Maybe like played every match this season for us potentially, nearly. But yeah, how many goal contributions is that? 33 in 42, which is just absolutely outstanding. Fassnacht with 10 goals, 5 assists. Obviously his last match in a Norwich shirt, because he's leaving on a free, because I couldn't get his contract renewed, unfortunately. But I think it's 69 rated Bauman's going to come back, so he'll be an option. We don't have many strikers right now, but we're going to hopefully get one in during the transfer window. Sepulveda with 11 assists, 11 appearances, no goals or assists for him, so not the greatest for him, but it's his first season and he's a young player. Now Dak has also got some really decent stats, like Sarah, played nearly 40 and has 32 goal contributions, so pretty decent from him for the first season in the Premier League. And actually Sargent's stats aren't too bad, considering he's only played 19 as well, so a lot of players here that have some decent stats. In particular, Verbruggen, Sarah, maybe Kone, Daka, and Sarge. So, there's definitely some hope going into next season that these players will keep playing well, probably play better than they have been, and hopefully some other players that haven't been playing great will kind of step up, like the young players, like Sepulveda potentially. But that will conclude the end of the second season. We're just going to quickly look at the table. So we did finish in 9th, but I mean, if we were 3 points behind Fulham going into the last match, I would have obviously used the first team, and if we had beaten West Ham, we would have got 7th. So, but obviously because we couldn't do that anyway, because we were 4 points behind, so it really didn't matter. But 9th place finish, considering how hard the game has been, I don't mind that. It's just annoying that some of the teams we've lost against have been like teams towards the bottom. But I just know this game's inconsistent, and that's the expectation I'm going to have going into the next season. Like, it's going to be good some days, bad some days, and hopefully it could be a bit more consistent than this season, because we're going to have better players. That's what I'm hoping. But 9th place is quite respectable, considering it was our first season in the Premier League, and the game's really difficult this year. But let's see just who won the league. Obviously, I knew Man City won the league. I actually only won it by 10 points, which in the end, I mean, I thought they were like 16 points ahead at one point, so 10 points isn't as much. Obviously, we beat them. And then at the bottom, the team's getting oh my god. Brighton got relegated. What are they doing? Brighton, Luton and Millwall getting relegated. That is surprising. I thought for sure Brighton would have stayed up, but they're going down. Forest managed to stay up, which is really, really good for them. They were in the relegation zone for a long time, and Leicester just managing to, get out of the relegation zone there. So, I don't know. I feel like Luton and Millwall you'd kind of expect, but not Brighton. But okay, whatever. But yeah, that will conclude the first season here. Not the first season, the second season. And I will see you once I've made all these signings and we get into the second match. So let's go. Okay, so the transfer window's opened. I've made a ton of changes already with only 40 million budget. Thankfully, a lot of these players I have brought in were for free agents beforehand. And I think the first one to talk about is probably, as you can see, Lopez up top. I believe he is the Ronaldo regen, the Portuguese player. Lopez, 79 rated. Got some very, very nice stats to start off with, a ton of pace, decent shooting, decent dribbling. Hopefully, come the end of the season, he'll be getting towards the 83, 84 rated range. And I think he's only like 20 years old. So really, really good free agent to have. And he's worth like, I think 35 million at the moment on the market. The other big player to talk about, who I basically spent my whole budget on, is Elise. Now, I tried to buy Doku instead, but when I tried to buy him, I had like 30 million budget, and Man City wanted like 35. They wouldn't want a exchange player, so I went for Elise instead. I sold a couple of players to be able to afford him. I think Jack Stacey's in there, maybe one of the centre backs I had, which was worth like 10, 11 million. Castro, that was, I think, didn't play much last season. So I bought an Elise who was for some reason cheaper than Doku, even though they're the same age. He's one rating higher, he's got more play styles, and he's probably a more well-rounded player with his stats. But yeah, 85 pace, 85 dribbles could be a big upgrade to Fassnacht, who of course left on a free because I couldn't sort out his contract in time, but that's fine because now we've got the replacement. But yeah, not really any other changes to the starting 11 as you can see here. Just them two. I have bought some other players in, which we can look at. Maya, the new CDM, 73 rated, looks like he's going to be, a contender for maybe getting in front of Dominguez, although Dominguez probably has the better stats in the right areas, with his defending, physical and pace. So we'll see, but it's a good backup player to have now that Kenny McLean is gone. But who else? Obviously, yeah, now Daka is a left winger, so Ball Signs is the backup left mid now. Sarge still on the bench. Berg is a new cam, and I don't usually use a cam, so I think what we're going to do is when I rotate the squad, I'll move one of the centre mids a bit more forward to be able to use him, so he's on some chemistry. But who else? New goalkeeper, 76 rated, Kazmarek. I don't know. Beforehand, in the free agent section, his stats looked high. It's like, but his reflexes were between like 80 and 90. But as you can see, he's only got 8 reflexes and only I think 69 reactions. So probably not the best at the moment. However, it's a nice backup to have now that Angus Gunn is obviously gone. The same with Fassnacht on a free. I think there's a couple more players somewhere. Hardy is centre mid. Obviously, I've just bought a few centre mids in on the free from the free agents because we just were really lacking depth in those positions. And Hardy looks like a decent central midfielder. Obviously, not great in defending or with the shooting, but good dribbling, passing, and pace. And then I bought another right winger in, a bit low rated. I don't know. I just feel like he's going to be better than Sepulveda. I can't remember what Sepulveda's stats are. Where is Sepulveda? Yeah, so I think he's just got better stats everywhere. Agyemang. So hopefully he will be a good sub to have in case Elise gets injured potentially, or come on as good super sub. Vital, centre forward. It's just another player out forward now that Daka's a left winger. Obviously last season we had Daka up top, but then we were going to switch him to left winger, which we've done now, but then we just didn't have any other strikers other than Sargent. So we've got Lopez, we've got Sargent, now we've got Vital. I think we've got Baumann, who's come back from loan, and Svensson. So we got a ton of strikers now, which is nice to see. And then another goalkeeper, Johnson, who has 3 play styles. That's the main reason I bought him basically. But his stats aren't awful either. So we've got a lot more depth this season, I'll say. And although the first team hasn't really changed too much, I think there's definitely going to be some improvements, especially with 7 players on, and obviously up top now, Daka, Lopez, and Elise is going to be very dangerous. So hopefully we can pick up more wins and do better this season. But as you can see, let's have a look. So the teams that got promoted were Bournemouth, Leeds, and Preston North End. So that's exciting. Preston's a bit of a weird one, but I mean, they're not in this game. They get promoted quite often actually, so it's not too unusual. But today we are starting out against Villa, and I think I'm just going to use the first team against Villa. I mean, obviously, I'll say again, not a very changed starting 11 to the end of last season. However, Elise and Lopez, I hope, are going to be like really, really good changes to the squad, and hopefully make an instant impact here. Playing at home, obviously, I think last time we played Villa, they beat us 3-2. So we need to improve, but I'm excited to get into the first match here of the season. Right, Villa playing it quickly already, which is annoying. That's annoying. All right, Verbruggen makes a save, and I put a foot in there with, I think it was Solé, but he kind of just falls over, which he does quite a few times. But never mind, we made the save. All right, it's not been a great start. Well done, Soleil. Another corner though. Villa really having a go in the first 10 minutes of the new season. Right, I think that was Daka there to clear it. How was that on? I've made so many blocks, but I just can't seem to get a hold of the ball right now. I don't know if that was a shot, but again, like, they just keep getting the chances. I mean, and then when we block it, I mean, they get it back and obviously get the corners as well. So we're having a really tough start to this first match of the season. Nice from Angulo. Right, we kept the ball this time. Come on. Come on, Angulo's going to run out wide. Go on, lad. Oh, my God, there's a man through. It's Lopez. Good ball. Maybe played it a little bit too late, but he's going to try and get past this man. He's got the pace. Lopez with his first shot for Norwich. Oh, was saved. Oh, keeper nearly spills it to me. But that's his first shot for Norwich, and, I mean, it was at the keeper, so it wasn't great. What's Dominigo's going to do? It's lovely from Soleil. We've been defending quite well, but I fear that they're going to create a chance as soon as I make a mistake. Right, Kone's on the crosses now. Fassnacht's not here. It's a goal! I think it's Lopez. Is it Lopez? It's a corner goal. Why is Sarah not on the corners there? Oh, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? But anyway, Lopez, he's had 2 shots. He scored 1. And it's a header. Is he going to be the type of player to score a lot of headed goals more than with his feet? I don't know. But one thing's for sure, we're winning here, and it's a brilliant start to the season considering Villa had such a strong start to the match as well. To find a opening goal is really nice to see, and it's one of the new boys. Is Lopez. Where's Dominguez? Get him out! Oh God, defending right badly right here. Okay, we got it. That's a goal. Yeah, I just I couldn't get the right player there. I mean, like as soon as he's in that position, as Diaby, like he's just not gonna miss. Bad defending, and I knew this was going to happen. I've been defending so well so far, but the pass here, there's just so much space for him. And I knew at some point something like that was going to happen. I would have bought Verbruggen out, but I mean, like, he just isn't going to save that, is he? It's a good finish. 1-1 instantly. That's a bit annoying considering we just got in the lead, but I mean, Villa have been quite dominant on the ball, so nice defending. Nice to get the ball out there, really good. Ball through the middle. Oh, he slid him. Oh, lovely Lopez. Oh, he's not going to get it, though, because he's staying on the floor for 10 hours. That's worked. Soleil's done really well here. Oh, God. Oh, good save from Verbruggen. But again, Villa playing really well. Can we go up the other end and score before half-time? No, we can't. All right, 1-1 half-time. Honestly, I'll take that because we didn't create too much. We started to grow in the game, and then as soon as we scored, Villa just started playing well again. But nice to see Lopez get his first goal in the first half he's played, so we'll take it at half time. That could be. That is 2. That's such bad defending. I mean, Diaby's just 2 heavy touches messed me up there. Cabral can catch him, then I tried to catch him with Soleil, and then they're both out of position, so then he just cut it back. Actually, he takes a really bad touch, and I still can't get a man to him. And I should defend better there, to be honest. Let's watch that again. I just can't get it there with Soleil. And then, look, he just takes so long, and then I just still can't block it. And we're losing it really badly. Actually, that's just a poor goal to concede, considering we defended quite well with the blocks in the first half before, obviously, we scored. But that is really frustrating. Is that mine? All right, it is. Okay, we're playing okay at the moment. Since they scored, we're keeping the ball towards their penalty area, and I say that, and that's just a really poor pass. I mean, I pressed A. Should never lose it there. He's trying to take me on again. But, I mean, I got in front of him, but I just couldn't keep it. It's not even like good play from Villa. I'm just defending really badly at the moment. Nah, no way. I've got Angulo literally on him. I pressed B to make the tackle, and he still scores it near post when Verbruggen should save that. You can't tell me that's going in. Seriously, that is joking. I literally have Angulo on top of the ball. Like, what? Let me see that again. I want to see it again. I put Angulo on top of the... He's literally on him. How is that going in? Oh, come on, game. Really? Firstly, Angulo should make the tackle. Secondly, Verbruggen really should save it. That's such a bad way to concede, man. Can't believe that, man. Really? I mean, look at that. I mean, how am I supposed to tackle him there? I've literally done what I wanted to. And they still keep it. It's just typical, isn't it? Right, well done, Angulo. This time you get the ball. Right, there's a counter on. Elise is going to sprint down the wing. Lovely ball to Lopez. What can he do with it? Surely a goal. Yes, come on. Right, 3-2 to Villa. But it was a lovely team goal. Lovely sprint down the wing from Elise. Finds a man on the inside. And then I think it's Gabriel Sara who's made the lovely run. Managed to shoot before the keeper comes out. And it's 3-2. There's a lifeline here. But, again, I mean, the third goal they got is just a bit of a bad one to concede. And that's why we're still losing. But it is what it is. I mean, I think Villa probably still deserve to be winning. Yeah, lovely couple of passes there. And the keeper couldn't quite save it. It's a good finish, to be fair, from Sara. And we just need one more goal here to make it 3-3. Come on. Alright, so I've made a couple of changes here. I'm bringing on Meyer and, what's his name, Berg. So 2 central midfield players. One's a DM, one's a cam. Just to see if they can make a difference here. Look at that. That's a brilliant block. Referee, come on. We're on the counter now. Give me yellow. Thank you. Like, there's a lot of players to pass it to there. And Elise's just got past him, but taking me out. And that's just stopped a counter-attacking chance. Kone, please. Oh, it's good from Kone, but every time we tackle him, we can't keep the ball. That's really been the issue this match, I think. It's just not enough time to go to the other end, is there? No, even though we got the ball here. Yeah, brilliant. So, the one time we make the tackle and keep the ball, it's of course going to be full time. But okay, 3-2 in the end to Villa. I think they played quite well. I mean, going forwards, they were very deadly. Started to make a couple of mistakes, though, towards the end, but we tackled them a lot of times, just couldn't keep the ball. And when you can't keep the ball, you can't create anything. So I think that's probably why we didn't do very well that match. But it's a loss to start the season, which isn't great. Elise, I mean, he started out not great, but I think he grew into the game a bit more. Obviously, forced that foul, which we were on the counter for, nearly got a shot off. So he did better towards the end. I think he will grow into the team. Alright, so a tough defeat to take, especially because it's the first match of the season. I think Villa they just were too good going forwards. Obviously a bit of bad defending here and there, and obviously every time it felt like I put a foot in, they just kept the ball one way or another. But I feel like if we defend like that again and actually get the ball back, we'll do better. So playing against Everton should be slightly easier, and I'm going to use the same team again because I think we were doing quite well going forwards. It's just issues with getting the ball. Oh, why is Soleil playing him on? Bad defending. Alright, I don't know how I haven't put the block in there either. I feel like I put the man in the right spot there. I don't know. But that was just bad defending again. Really, I don't know. I could defend well, but at the same time, then just it all falls apart at some points. But look, I mean, that's a through ball to Elise. He's in so much space, but he's just passed it directly to him. If I wanted to pass it directly to him, I would have pressed the button to do so. That's why I've pressed Y, so that won't happen. Why is he in so much space here? Oh my god, Verbruggen nearly... I don't know if that got deflected or what. Oh my god, get that out, please. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay. That is brilliant defending there. I think, is it Insua? Like, come on, you can't be serious with this goal. Watch this. Verbruggen saves it. He jumps first, but he misses it. He's amazing. He blooming jumps first. Like, what is that? I don't understand this game sometimes. Like, I don't care if you're the right back. You're still a defender. You need to be doing better there. And we're already losing to blooming Everton. Come on, Yellows. Too many players going forwards. We need to defend better here. Oh, Gabriel's done well there, though. Alright, go down the wing. Yeah, Kone's just going to find Lopez. He's going to run into the space. He's got the pace. It's Lopez. Lovely stuff. Shoot, Lopez. Yes, Lopez. What a goal. I'd say that's an individual effort, to be honest. He just sprints at him, and the defenders just can't catch him. Lovely finish. And Lopez has made it 2 for 2. He's already showing what kind of abilities he has. I think his pace is really deadly. Obviously, he can improve maybe the passing, as we've seen so far. It's not great, but good finishing ability and good pace. That's what you want from your striker. Lovely finish, and it's 1-1. And we haven't really done too much so far, so for an individual goal like that, really nice to see. That's what we need. Okay, we'll take that. Insua there again. And lovely ball from Elise to Insua. I'm going to enjoy that link-up play. But here's Lopez again. Run into the space, lad. Run into the space. Just have the shot again. It's at the keeper. He shouldn't shoot. He shouldn't score from there. But I don't know. Was there a better option I didn't really see? Let's have a look again. There's no one really here to help. But again, run into the space is Lopez. That's a really bad replay. Alright, there's a man there. I don't know how he's onside. And they won't give me Cabral. And he shouldn't score from there. Thankfully, Verbruggen's made the save. But I don't know who's playing him on, to be honest, in the first place. He shouldn't really be on. If he scores there, that's just like, Verbruggen, what are you doing? Oh, for God's sake. You know what? I've just realised both their goals are stupid header goals. They're both awful. Like, my players jump first. I think that Solé jumps first that time. Is it Dele Alli again with a header? Are we serious? I want to see if Solé jumps first, because I pressed the button for him to jump. How is Solé being beaten for jumping by Dele Alli? Like, you're a centre-back. Like, he's done it twice, and the reason we're losing is 2 stupid headed goals. Like, it's just so dumb. Come on, man. Give me a break, will ya? We need to fight back and get a goal. Alright, it's half time. Really poor way to be losing, to be honest, with those 2 headed goals. We're really just bad defending. I mean, I pressed the button to clear it, and they've been beaten to the ball by Dele Alli twice, which is just really poor, but I mean, we got a good goal ourselves, so there's hope. We just need to make sure we don't, let ourselves get in those positions where it's Dele Alli versus the blooming centre-backs, because for some reason the centre-backs don't know what to do. Just doing a little ball roll. What a ball! That's brilliant. Shoot! Oh, what a ball from Insua. You have to say, that ball to Elise was superb. Lovely run from Elise as well. He's onside, and it's 2-2. Come on. Kone with the goal. Lovely to see. I want to watch that again. I don't know if it's going to go far back that far, but I hope it does. Well, we see half of it. Lovely ball. Turns around, gives it to Kone. Bang. And the keeper moves as well, so Kone does well there to find the back of the net. The goalkeeper nearly saves it. Right. He's kind of hit it with a lot of power there, though, is Kone, and that's why it's 2-2. Right, come on. We just don't concede silly goals, and we need to create more. When I anticipate it, it's better. Right, I'm going to try and just give it to Insua. Last time he made a pass, it was really promising. Get the header. That's a goal. Oh, it's lovely. I think he's on, isn't he? Right, he is on. I thought I'd just head it with Lopez. Usually I'd shoot there, but there's a man in a better position. I actually probably should have shot near post because the keeper moves. But we've made it 3-2. We'll win it. Come on. Gabriel Sara with the second goal of the season as well. And this attacking threat is just... You can tell the difference here. It's been brilliant so far this season. I know it's been a lot of defending in the opening 2 matches. Look at this. So, he heads it. Oh, it's lovely. Should have gone near post. Nearly messed it up by going far post. Because the keeper is literally central. But anyway, it's fine. We're winning. Lovely turnaround, though, isn't it? Lopez. That's not where I want it. Oh, that's a powerful shot from Elise. I tried to pass it into, I think it was Gabriel Sara in the box, but for some reason it went back to Elise. Shouldn't score from there ever. But we have managed to get a corner from it, so we'll take it. All right, Kone with the corners. Lopez finds the header. Oh, it's a blooming good save, that. That was a dodgy header. It just hits it into the ground. Awkward. We're not going to get a blooming replay, but it was good shot, good save. Come on, we need to hold on here. We've been doing really well since we got the second goal, to be honest. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, this game is so rigged. It just feels so different. Like, both Villa and Everton have felt so different to, like... This game frustrates me, man. Like, I can't defend. They're passing it so quickly. They're passing it like they're blooming Man City, mate. Honestly. Like, I just cannot sometimes with this game. And we've dropped the lead again. Brilliant. Look at that for a way to lose the ball. Nearly fouled him in the box as well. Can we get the ball every time they shoot or I get it blocked? Oh, for God's sake, man. Are we serious, game? Are we serious? How many times do I have to win the bloody ball? Like, I was so excited for the start of the season, but when the game's still broken, it's still broken. I cannot do anything there. I can't. Like, I put like 2 blocks in, and they get it back every time, and then he's shot near post. That should never go in. The game is broken. Fix your game, EA, please. Fix your game. We just lost this match. We were winning the match 5 minutes ago. It's seriously broken. Really broken. I can't be bothered when the game's like this. That's the end. That's the end. Wow. What a brilliant first 2 matches that was of the new season. I mean, that was just so unrigged. There's so many issues with that. So many issues with losing like that. The first 2 goals were rubbish headers, which my centre-backs jump first and then don't get to it, even though they're built to defend. They're born to defend. And then that last goal is rubbish. I put 2 blocks in, and he shoots near post, it goes in. And the third goal just feels impossible to defend against. What am I supposed to do? When the game's like this some days, it's just so unplayable. Alright, so really quite a bad start to the season. We're in the relegation zone already. That doesn't even worry me, to be honest. We've conceded 7, but it's one of those days where the game's just unplayable. Like, between the West Ham match and these last 2 matches, I turned the game off because it took me ages to sort out all the transfer business in between, so I had to do it in 2 phases. But like the West Ham match, I used my second team, we got a point, and then I used my first team with better players to start the season, and the game just feels different. The opposition's just like 10 times harder. It's on the same difficulty. It makes no sense. But honestly, I'm not even worried about that. Like I expect this to happen now. It's so frustrating to have to play the game when it's just as broken as this, but like I'm not even bothered that I've just lost twice, because the game is just, it's at a moment where the game's just unplayable. So I expect next time I turn it on, it's probably going to feel easier again. That wouldn't surprise me. So 2 losses, but I mean we scored a lot of goals. It's nice to see Lopez get a couple of goals. Gabriel Sara, our attacking threat is clearly going to be an issue for teams. Well, it's going to be an issue for teams if the game isn't broken or isn't as difficult as it was just then, as you could see, with having to defend. But even then, like, I was putting so many blocks in, I made so many tackles and just can't get the ball back, and eventually they're going to score, but at the same time the game's just being broken. Anyway, let's not even worry about that. We're in the relegation zone, but that probably will not last. I mean, Everton and Villa are good teams, let's be real. There's teams that we should beat. Well, I mean, we beat most of the top 6 teams last season, so we'll have some good games, we'll have some bad games, and clearly the start of this video, or the start of this season, has been very bad. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys are interested to see what the new signings can bring to the team. Obviously, I have no transfer budget left, because once again they give me 40 million, and all of that is spent on an 81 rated player, which is just brilliant. But hopefully we can, bounce back in the next one, because 2 losses in 2 matches at the start of this new season isn't very good. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, please smash that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Simply haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. This is Minikitman is signing off, and